Hello everyone, my name is Wisam Kazkouzeh. I'm currently a student at UWL University, and today I will present my grocery shopping app and a project that highlights my capability in app development and coding. Firstly, here I'm explaining the Firebase database integration, and this is the product. And this is the user, as you can see on the screen, and the user cards, all the details of the people that all the details of the users here, their names, their gender, and everything. In this code, for example, our cards info class, this method you initialize the Firebase authentication system, which is essential for securely managing user log, and the line connects to our Fire database and specifically targets the user node. This setup is critical for storing and retrieve, retrieving related data in real time. Turning to this login screen, I focus on an intuitive design. A critical part of this process was implementing input validation. Proper validation ensures that user input meets our defined critical criteria before being processed or stored in the database. This is not only improves security, but also enhance to overall usability of the app. For example, here, if we wrote anything and press login, it will show an error because this is not the correct format of an email. And that's the validation. So here we have two options to create, to register now or continue as a guest. We still can continue as a guest, but the problem is here we cannot add anything to the cart because it will tell us to log in, but you still can see the what the shop has. So if we go to profile here, it will ask you as well to log in. We press login. I already created an email, but now I'm gonna show the step how to register. So now we're registering. So I'm gonna type here my name. Here I'm gonna type an email address, a phone number, or anything. Here date of birth, here a password. Here for the next step is to write the card details. Here as you see when we wrote expiry date, it was already finished, so it gave us an error. It has to be a valid expiry date, has to be valid one. And now the security code and a postcode or a zip. Are we saving and complete? So the register says was successful. Now we can add anything to the cart. For example, here we have three items: cake, lays, and chocolate. I'm gonna add to cart here. And we go to cart. Here we can say it says what you can see what's in your cart, and here we can go and purchase it. It says £75. Here we can either use the same payment method we put or put a new one. If we want to put a new one, we can go to profile And in the profile, you can change, add a new card, and you can see and update all your details. You're gonna put the the expiry date of the card. But first, here I'm gonna put the security code, and then I'm just and here it says successful purchase. Now we're gonna talk about the admin. Now I'm gonna log into the admin. From when we log into the admin, we can edit the products. Use the password, log in, and as you can see here, there's two options, either to log out or to edit the products. That's all what the admin can do. Here we can delete them or add more if we want. We can add, enter the product name, enter the price, enter the product description. So that's literally it. The program is a compromise of many classes. To be brave and because of the time constraint, we will only have a look at the user main activity class. Firstly, the activity user main binding is variable binding is used for interacting with the layout view. This suggests that the app user uses a view binding for better code readability and to avoid memory leaks. In the onCreate method, the activity layout is set using view binding. It also changes the stats bar color and sets up the navigation controller, which manages the navigation within the activity, likely indicating the presence of a button navigation view for navigation between different fragments such as home, caret, and profile. The on-option item select method is overridden to handle item selection in the navigation menu. It checks the ID and of the selected item and performs action accordingly. For navigation home, it navigates to home fragment. For navigation cart and navigation profile, it checks if the user is logged in using Firebase Auth. If not logged in, it shows login prompt dialog. Otherwise, it navigates to respective fragment. The show material alert dialog. Static method create and show as alert dialog that prompts the user to log in. It launches the login activity if the user chooses to log in and closes the current activity. And this is the quick overview of the user main activity class. Looking ahead, I plan to introduce a feature that offers personalized product recommendation to user. For example, changing what products the user see first based on their order history. This is not only improves the shopping experience, but also drives sale by targeting user interest more efficiently. In conclusion, this app is a comprehensive showcase of my software development skill for handling database connectivity to implementing complex user rules like admin accounts.